It was supposed to be a simple inheritance dispute, until Titan, a highly trained K9, growled at an elderly woman's necklace, and lunged. What he discovered turned this case into something far bigger than money. Stay till the end because this case will take you on a journey of deception, fear, and a secret that was almost buried forever. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell. The air inside courtroom 7B was thick with tension. Spectators whispered among themselves. It wasn't every day that a millionaire's inheritance battle became a courtroom spectacle. At the defendant's table sat Charlotte Beaumont, a frail but sharp-eyed woman in her late 60s. She wore an expensive but conservative gray suit. Around her wrinkled neck, a small silver cross necklace gleamed under the fluorescent lights. On the other side sat Andrew Beaumont, Elliot Beaumont's son from a previous marriage. He had been fighting for 2 years to prove that his father's sudden death wasn't natural. Today's hearing was supposed to be just another procedural session. No one in the courtroom knew that in the next hour, a dark secret would come to light. The double doors at the back of the courtroom swung open. Officer Clint Mercer entered, leading his K9 partner, Titan. Titan was no ordinary dog. A highly trained Belgian Malinois, he had assisted in over 100 criminal cases, drug busts, missing persons, even homicide investigations. Titan's presence wasn't unusual. The courthouse regularly had K9 units for security checks. But today? Titan stopped. His ears twitched. His nose flared. His muscles stiffened. He was locked onto something. Officer Mercer, frowning, whispering to himself, "What is it, boy?" Then, Titan growled. A deep, guttural sound that sent a shiver down every person's spine. Judge Cleary, raising an eyebrow. "Officer Mercer, does your dog usually behave like this?" Officer Mercer, watching Titan closely, "No, Your Honor. He never reacts like this unless something is off." Titan took a step forward. His sharp gaze locked onto Charlotte's necklace. Charlotte instinctively clutched it tighter. Charlotte, nervously chuckling, "What's the matter with that dog?" Titan's snarl deepened. Then, in an instant, he lunged. Charlotte, screaming, "No! Stop!" The dog snatched the necklace from her hands and yanked it free. The cross pendant flew through the air, clattering onto the courtroom floor. The entire room gasped. The prosecutor, Nolan Graves, bent down and picked up the necklace. His fingers turned it over. He froze. Nolan Graves, narrowing his eyes, "Wait a minute." The silver cross was tarnished, but something dark and caked in filled the engraved details. Blood. Dark. Dried. Embedded into the crevices. Nolan, raising it up, "Officer Mercer, take a look at this." Officer Mercer took the necklace, bringing it closer to the light. Officer Mercer, staring, then looking at Charlotte Ms. Beaumont, "Do you have an explanation for why there is dried blood on your necklace?" Charlotte's face paled. Charlotte, stammering, That's impossible. It was my husband's. I've had it for years." Nolan, raising an eyebrow, "You're telling us this blood has been on here for years? Then why does it look so fresh?" The courtroom erupted in whispers. Judge Cleary, calm but firm, "We will send the necklace for immediate forensic testing." Charlotte swallowed hard. Her hands were shaking. She knew what was coming. Minutes later, the forensic team rushed into the courtroom. Lead technician, out of breath, "Your Honor, we have the results." Judge Cleary, nodding, "Proceed." The technician turned to face the room. Lead technician, "The blood on the necklace is fresh. It is no more than 6 months old." The courtroom erupted in gasps. Nolan, leaning forward, "And the DNA?" Lead technician, grim expression, "The DNA belongs to Grace Holloway." Silence. Dead silence. Then, a horrified gasp from the crowd. Grace Holloway was a missing woman. A local investigative journalist. And she had been missing for exactly 6 months. Charlotte froze. Her eyes darted to the doors. Then, she bolted. Charlotte, frantic, screaming, "I didn't do it. I swear." She made it 2 steps before Titan launched himself through the air. The dog slammed into her back, knocking her to the ground. Judge Cleary, banging the gavel, "Order. Order in the court." Charlotte lay sprawled on the floor, panting. Nolan, approaching her slowly, "Where is Grace, Charlotte?" Charlotte, shaking her head wildly, "I don't know. I don't know." But she did. And now, so did everyone else. Over the next 48 hours, investigators raided Charlotte's house. What they found was horrifying. Blood-stained carpet. Burned clothing. A hidden safe, full of Grace Holloway's personal belongings. Charlotte Beaumont was a murderer. And Titan, the dog, had caught her. Months later, Charlotte stood trial, not for fraud, but for murder. The jury deliberated for only an hour. Verdict? Guilty. Charlotte, as she's led away, whispering, "I should have left that damn dog alone." But it was too late. Titan had already uncovered the truth. Like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping true crime stories. Comment below, what do you think? Was Charlotte planning to kill again? Turn on notifications so you never miss a shocking case like this.